Hi everyone, we are on week 3 of our summer series. So far we've looked at the story of creation and Adam and Eve.
And our story today begins 1,000 years after our story of Adam and Eve.
So let's go!
So where are we today, Lois?
Well, our story today is about Noah, and this is where he lived. Noah was a good man, trusted by his neighbours, and Noah walked with God. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham and Japheth.
As far as God was concerned, the earth had become a very bad place. There was violence everywhere.
God said to Noah, "It's all over, evil is everywhere. I'm making a clean sweep."
He said, "Build yourself a ship from gopher wood, make rooms in it, make it long, make it wide and make it high.
Build a roof for it and put in a window. Put a door on the side and make 3 decks, a lower, a middle and an upper."
God said, "I'm going to create a covenant with you and your family, and you will board the ship. Take 2 of every living creature, a male and a female, to save their lives along with your life. Also, get all of the food you need and store it up for you and for them."
And Noah did everything that God commanded him to do. Next, God said to Noah, "Out of everyone alive today, you are different."
He said, "Take clean animals and unclean animals and every kind of bird. In just 7 days, I will pour out rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights.
So Noah did everything that God commanded him to do, and 7 days later, it began to rain. The underground sprung and the windows of heaven were open.
On that day, Noah and his family boarded the ship.
And with them, every kind of animal, wild animal and domestic animal, clean and unclean, they came to Noah and to the ship in pairs. Then God shut the door behind them.
The flood continued for 40 days, just as God said it would. The waters rose and lifted up the ship high over the mountains.
The flood got worse until all of the highest mountains were covered. God wiped out every living creature. Only Noah, his family, and the animals on the ship lived.
God caused the winds to blow and the floodgates began to go down. Noah opened the window and sent out a dove, but the dove couldn't find a place to perch.
So Noah reached out his hand and caught it and brought it back into the ship.
He waited 7 more days and sent out the dove again. It came back in the evening with a freshly picked olive branch in his beak. Noah knew that the flood was almost finished.
Noah opened the hatch of the ship and saw dry ground. God spoke to Noah and said, "You and your family should leave the ship. Take all of the animals with you so they can have children and live on the earth.
I am setting up a covenant with you and your children and everything alive around you. I am putting a rainbow in the clouds, and this is a sign of the covenant between me and the earth."
From now on, when we see clouds over the earth and a rainbow appears in the clouds, we can remember the covenant between us and God and every living thing, that never again will there be a flood.
This is the end of our story for this week.
Come back next week to hear the next part of our series.
Bye!